Good evening, everybody. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show. Do not adjust your TV sets. I repeat, do not adjust your TV sets. Yes, I am wearing a Green Bay cap due to the wager that I placed with the resident Packer fan, producer James, in a Cleveland versus Arizona match last week. Not this past Sunday, but Sunday before. And yeah, Cleveland decided to take a shit on the field, and here we are today. We took last week off, a couple of scheduling conflicts, but we're back at it. Let's welcome in the man in the north, the king in the north, Wu-Tang aficionado, Mr. Wes Washington, everybody. Wes, how you doing?
What up?
Yeah, boy. Look at him calling in. Look at him calling in, man. Y'all took an L a couple weeks ago, but y'all got that L this past weekend, so you getting it in.
That was my suit for Wu-Tang.
Oh, you got cut off in the middle. It must have been my fault. It sounded like you were calling the Hogs.
Nah, it was a suit. Nah, it was a Wu.
All right, I got you.
Shaolin.
All right.
Sure wasn't me calling the Hogs.
No, you called them before, though. I think we've all taken the L on the show, so everybody's, pretty even. We didn't get our picks in this weekend, but, man, what a great weekend of football. Dallas Cowboys were on bye. Aaron Rodgers still got the legs to move the ball down the field.
And new owner of the Bears. Or not new.
Resident owner of the Chicago Bears. Yeah. Justin Fields looked horrible. Tom Brady looked amazing. Mac Jones killed the Jets. Patrick Mahomes is lost. He's in another dimension right now. We'll get to that in a bit more. But any other big takeaways from this past weekend?
Man, it was I kind of just don't know what to say to start with. I mean, there's a lot going on. Especially you had the baseball playoffs, and then
shout out Houston
college football, and man, it was nice. It was nice to relax and not have to sweat a Cowboy game or the Arkansas game because they played Arkansas Pine Bluff, so they won. But man, just enjoying it right now. We got the NBA starting up. Hopefully, or started up this past weekend. The Lakers look old. The Mavericks lost the first game. They didn't look too good. I want to go slap Porzingis, man. Somebody needs to wake him up and tell him he's a big man.
Hey, them ball boys, they're looking pretty good, man.
So what now?
Chicago, hey, no homo. Chicago, they're looking pretty good.
What are you talking about, ball boys?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Alonzo and LaMelo.
Oh, God.
3-0. 3-0.
Yeah.
Curry's coming out looking good too. And
Excuse me?
The Warriors, Hornets, and Bulls only 3-0 teams right now.
All right. That's enough of the NBA talk. This is a football show. I don't want to get on a tangent. We'll get to basketball when we get there. I don't know if I'm going to watch the World Series for Houston. We'll get to baseball and then get back to football, just because the games are just so long for me. So, Wes, are you going to watch the whole World Series?
I mean, I'll watch it. I go back and forth. Sometimes, I'll watch a little bit, or maybe I watch it on my phone while I watch something else or play my video games. But I'm going for the Braves, man. Growing up as a little kid.
What kind of Texan are you?
I'm special. Growing up as a kid, man, there was two teams that you could watch on TV when I was growing up.
Uh-huh.
Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs, because that was TBS and WGN. That was the only place you could watch baseball.
Man, for the young people watching the show in the Texas area, WGN is now the CW. Just so y'all know.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah,
man. Back in the day, man, especially when you were supposedly sick and you stayed home and you'd watch some of those day games, right after the Bozo show, they would kick on the Cubs.
I ain't watching no baseball middle of the day. I'm watching The Price is Right. I'm watching The Price is Right. And then I'm going to give me a big bowl of Captain Crunch. And then I'm going to turn on some novellas. I'm going to turn on some soap operas in the midday. And then in the afternoon, you get ready to watch Fox Kids with with the Beetleborgs and the Power Rangers and what was that other show?
I was a little bit too old for. I'm older than you, so I didn't watch the Power Rangers.
You didn't do a Springer at 12, Jerry Springer?
Nah, man, I was Dos Corazones. Yeah, bro. You don't know about that show.
When I was in college, man, everybody used to rush back to the dorms to watch Springer. That stuff was ridiculous.
That is definitely 90s, if anything. Yeah. No, Dos Corazones is when I was in college. It was like noon would come on and we'd get lunch. And I remember I'd be like, I had my like cheap peanut butter jelly sandwich and some little bit of red drink. So we get red drink or purple drink. That's what we get at HEB because it was cheap. And then Cheetos or whatever kind of, and then you just watch the show. And it's in Spanish, and so, if you know, you know.
Were you really watching the show?
I was watching what was on the show. I wasn't watching the show. It was because some of these things were, I don't know how we're talking about this.
You watched the news too, didn't you?
I watched the weather part. That's what I watched. Hey, Wes, what was your takeaway from the Cowboys' victory 2 weeks ago against the Patriots and how really the deficiencies are being really overcome by the pure talent that Dallas has on their roster? That fumble at the goal line that Dak had that turned out to be, what it was, I think was bullshit. The pick that got tipped in the air, we got to contribute it to Dak. The ball was a little bit late, but they were able to overcome that and overcome the pressure that Bill Belichick was sending Jude on to attack Dak with. Was that their trap game, or is this coming Sunday night their trap game? Because I feel this coming Sunday is their trap game for me.
I mean, with them, they just make me nervous because they're getting a lot of hype around, social media or in the media, and I get really nervous just because I'm like, I'm waiting for things to happen, and like I said, they need to clean up a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. The turnovers are kind of killing them. Penalties, they get penalties at bad times. Between what's the Connor Williams and Tyron. I mean, the penalties are killing. But it also says a lot that they were able to win even though they had all these problems. So I'm just, I'm not trying to be negative or was it pessimistic?
Yeah.
But I'm just nervous about it, man. And, I'm not, you got people already saying, they're going to dominate the East and get the bye and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, I keep watching the teams in the East and it seems like they're improving. Even though Washington lost, man, their front seven looks pretty good. So
we'll get to them and the Packers. My biggest thing that I wanted to take away was Dallas has been without their starting right tackle, which may get moved down to left guard to replace Connor Williams, and that being La'el Collins. DeMarcus Lawrence is sending out tweets that he's hungrier than ever to come back and play, which he'll be back against the Vikings this coming Sunday night. Dallas is going to be, I think Michael Gallup might also come back to play this coming Sunday if he doesn't get traded first before November 2nd. At the same time, it's like Dallas is going to be fully healthy. The expectation for me is a complete and utter dominance of a weaker NFC North team in the Vikings. Yes, it's on the road. Yes, it's in prime time. Dak has tweaked, his calf a little bit at the end of the game against the Patriots, but they're fully healthy. Yeah, he's fully healthy, and so is the team. And it's like if they don't come out and completely dominate, and Mike McCarthy doesn't shit the bed and time management, that should be our expectation, right? It shouldn't be a squeaker win. This should be a flat out dominant victory. Is that the way you're seeing it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I haven't, besides maybe the Giants and the Eagles, some of these teams they've let hang around and caused let them get some confidence. I mean, they made the Carolina Panthers look pretty good. I mean, they squeaked that one out. The Chargers aren't looking as good as we thought they were.
Right.
So, I mean, and they squeaked that one out. But, I mean, I just get nervous because I want them to do so good. I want it to happen. But I'm just, in the back of your mind, you're just waiting for that moment where the Cowboys do it again.
But Dallas Dallas right now is a top 3 team. We really have to talk about them being. No, this is in the NFC. Just hold on a second. Don't get off Stephen A. Smith on me real quick. Hold on. Dallas is a team that in the NFC East where we have to give credit to where credit is due, with the Arizona Cardinals being undefeated and looking completely in control this past weekend, which I thought that was a trap game for them. And then we really have to talk about 1 or 2A, 2B. That be the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys, or the way Cowboys fans are going to say it, the Cowboys fans at 2A, and then we have Green Bay at 2B. That's where the hierarchy is right now for the lead in the NFC, especially with this being a 4-year playoff game at the same time a 17-game season.
I don't mean to cut you off, but
you're not cutting me off. That's why I just spoke right through it. What's your question?
How you gonna disrespect Tom Brady? You got because
Tom Brady has how many L's? How many L's does Tom Brady have?
I thought they only had the 1.
Right, but who are they playing?
Man, I'm just saying you got to stop disrespecting Tom Brady. I'm not.
Saying. It's not disrespect. It's just complete. It's what I see.
It's what you see.
Yes, it's what I see. They look suspect. They look suspect against Dallas in the first week. If those damn penalties are not called and these turnovers aren't called the way they should have been, Dallas wins that game handily if Zerline does his fucking job.
But Dallas hurt themselves too.
That's why I talked about that.
But I think I got Tampa Bay over Green Bay. Don't get mad, James.
You're talking about 1 Arizona,
don't
2
get short with me.
2 in being Tampa Bay, and then Dallas and Green Bay 3rd and 4th.
I mean, I got the Cardinals, Tampa Bay, Green Bay.
You know what this posturing does, right? You know this posturing does? It infuriates all the Cowboy fans who are pretty logical about the situation. At the same time, it drives up all the Dallas haters because they're like, look, even your own fans don't believe in your team. And I understand the posturing is because you're going week by week, which I think a lot of us are who are smart about this. I'm the same way. We're taking Dallas week by week as a case study. We're not going to say they're this magical team and they're going to make this run. Are they good enough to make the run? Yes, they played that way this season. But we all know the bottom could fall out at any time. But in this instance, I think we need to give credit where credit is due. We've seen them make mistakes. We've seen the head coaching make mistakes, and they've overcome those mistakes. And they took the defending Super Bowl champ to the brink of a loss. And if they make their extra points and field goals, they win that game. They could be 6-0 at this juncture, but they're not. But at the same time, they're beating the teams that are in front of them, and that's the only thing we can ask them to do. Wouldn't that be true?
Exactly. And I also look at it like I'm a coach.
Right.
Did your coach ever just tell you after you won a game that, hey, y'all are great, our coaches always found a problem. Most coaches I played for, they always found a problem.
But that's what we do here too.
Especially that next day in the film room, I always got caught for stupid stuff that I did, but that's the way I'm kind of looking at it. They need to clean up a lot of things. And going forward, especially when you start playing better teams, when you get into the playoffs, you can't have these mistakes that they're having now. So right now, they need. It's fine and dandy, but they need to clean them up if they want to make a real run at the title. So
the mistakes that we can identify, and just let me know if there's more than I'm just not aware of. It's definitely the time management, clock management with Mike McCarthy, and is it also the turnovers and, well, I really wouldn't say the turnovers more than I would say the penalties. Is it really just those 2 things that they need to clean up? And if not, what other things am I kind of missing? Because I don't see them.
No, I think that's it. I think it's the turnovers and the penalties.
Not Mike McCarthy's coaching or his handling. Of course
it's Mike McCarthy,
yeah.
But I don't know how you clean that up besides get rid of the dude.
You have someone do that job for him. Someone has to do that job for him.
Well, that's getting rid of it.
It is his job. I got you, but at the same time, you need to leave. I think the coordinator shouldn't be obligated or there needs to be a time management coordinator, because Mike McCarthy obviously has not filled the role. And I don't think that needs to be placed on, especially it doesn't need to be placed on Kellen Moore or anybody on that offensive staff.
Because you're working on some stuff. But
that is their job.
His coordinators are good enough where he should be able to do time management.
We would think, right?
That's what you would think. I mean, and some of these aren't like big, like difficult time management things.
Mm-mm.
They're like time management 101.
Yeah, it's very basic.
You know, I mean, so I don't get it. He keeps making excuses. Oh, we couldn't see the clock, and we're good with that lead, so we didn't call a timeout.
Right.
No, you can't be good with a lead in the NFL in the first half.
100%.
I don't care who you're playing. You can't be good with a lead with any NFL team in the first half. You always got to try to get more points.
And that's really, and I think that's what the biggest problem that I think we're seeing is, like, a Tampa Bay Buccaneer team, they will go for the kill and take out their opponent. It's like when they got their foot on the neck of their opponent, they're willing to, close the windpipe, so to speak. And right now, Mike McCarthy doesn't appear to have that ability. And I don't know if he needs to develop that. I don't know if that's in his makeup, but they're winning. And until they start losing, I don't think really many people in the media, I don't think a lot of people outside of maybe this show are going to talk about that, because everybody wants to live in this nice fairy tale land rather than identifying what can make the Dallas Cowboys an elite franchise rather than just a good franchise. All right, guys, 36 minutes after the hour. Let's get into a break real quick. Just a quick recap. It seems right now as the Seahawks are winning 7-3 over the New Orleans Saints. About a minute 39 left in the second quarter for those watching us instead of them. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Peyton cast or the Manning cast, because they ran into some audio problems early, like stuff we've encountered on this show. So I don't know what they got going over there, but maybe they need some audio issues. Well, they had Marshawn on, right? They got Marshawn on, and Marshawn talking wild sometimes, and so he tell him to have that. He tell him to have that ball high and tight with a Hennessy on the side. I'm just saying. So I don't know. All right, let's get into a break, yo.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show. It is the 25th of October, 2021. The new year is upon us. Halloween is this coming weekend. But before we do so, let's give the Green Bay Packers a little bit of shine. Shout out. I'm wearing the hat because I lost a bet to producer James. I know you were working until 2 o'clock, and I started watching the game early. The first quarter looked rough for the Packers, good for the Washington football team. Wes, did you get any chance to look into this game? I know you were watching probably the Ravens in Cincinnati, but the defense for Green Bay is extremely suspect right now. I thought Jalen Smith should have had that sack in the backfield whenever I sent that highlight, and I was like, yeah, that's what he used to do in Dallas. But at the same time, Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, and he was able to kind of pull out his team and overcome the deficiencies that they have primarily on the defensive side of the ball and get his team in to the win column once again. You say relax, but I mean, he was literally running for his life because his offensive line is really depleted right now. And my question is, like, when's Bakhtiari supposed to be back? James, what was your takeaway from what you saw from the game yesterday?
Man, to be honest, I didn't get to see too much of it because we had a lot of stuff going on yesterday, but I did sit down and watch a little bit towards the end. But I mean, playing Washington, and like you said, and I agree with you, I'm not all too confident in the defense.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's been like kind of like our Achilles heel these past
3 years.
Yeah. For a good while.
3 seasons.
Giving up big plays, stuff like that. And what's his name? Quarterback?
Tyler Heineke. He could play, right?
Yeah.
Heineke can play.
Yeah, he's playing his ass off. There was one instance where I think they handed it off, or they might have I think they did hand it off. Mm-hmm. Running back was running up, fumbled the ball, and Heineke recovers it.
I saw that.
As to where, like, you would normally think, like, the quarterback hands off the ball and then they just kind of, like, hang back. But no, he's up there running with him, and he was right behind him.
He tried to set a block on that play too.
Yeah,
he did. He didn't set a great block, but he set a block and then recovered that fumble.
Got no way, yeah.
For sure.
He recovered the fumble.
Yeah.
And then the Washington actually played them pretty good. They had some weird things not go their way, like when he should have ran in the end zone. He should have just stayed up, but he goes down, so they called that one short. And then, of course, the next play, he fumbles it kind of like what Dak did, and they didn't get in. But that's why I'm saying a lot of people was like, oh, the NFC East should be easily won by the Cowboys. The rest is trash. It's like, hey, dude, in rival games, especially, everybody hates the Cowboys in the NFC East. The Cowboys hate everybody else too, but I'm sure they want to ruin their season.
Green Bay is going to be playing Arizona this coming week, and this is, I mean, if Green Bay pulls out the victory, and this is going to be this is going to be in Phoenix. If Green Bay is able to pull the victory in this matchup this coming Thursday, because it's a Thursday night game, we're not going to have a show because I know you won't watch that game. We're not going to do a show, but we have to believe this. This would catapult Green Bay to the number 1 spot in the NFC if they get this victory on the road against the Cardinals. Isn't that fair to say?
I would think so. Yeah. I mean, if you're taking down the number 1 team and you only have 1 loss and you beat them, of course, Green Bay moves up. And I don't know how far that would Arizona would fall.
What does that really have to do? Who has to step up? I mean, Devontae Adams is probably not going to be there. Yeah, Lazard looked good this past Sunday. I don't know if Cobb has enough to contribute to be a big factor there, but who's going to do it? Aaron can't do it by himself. He's going to be handicapped with a suspect defense. Wes, I understand this, but we're talking about J.J. Watt, Chandler Jones, Budda Baker on defense, and then we're talking about on offense, Kyler Murray, D. Hop, A.J. Green is resurging his career, Christian Kirk out of A&M, Connor Edmondson. I mean,
Ertz.
Bro, Ertz has just revitalized his career out of Philadelphia. Is this a shootout? That's what it looks like to me. This is going to be a damn shootout with like the game with the Cleveland Browns and San Diego and Los Angeles Chargers. That's what I think game is going to go down to. And it's going to come down to turnovers and if Aaron Rodgers has the ball last. Because if Aaron Rodgers has the ball last, everybody's going to be like, how much time is on? If there's 15 seconds or less, they don't have a shot. If there's more than 15 seconds and they need a field goal to win, that's your ass, Mr. Postman, because he's going to get it done. I mean, am I wrong in that assessment?
100% accurate.
And it just feels to me that in order for you to beat Green Bay has to beat themselves. But that's the other side of this. It's like they can. The Green Bay's defense could come out and be like, we can't stop Kyler Murray. But I'll say this about Green Bay's defense. If you needed a tune-up game before you played Kyler Murray and his explosiveness on the ground, it was to play the Washington football team. Very similar defense to Arizona. Very similar quarterback play and size to Kyler Murray and Tyler Heineke. 5'11" for Heineke, 5'10" for Kyler Murray, very fleet of foot. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to say it out there in the ethos, so maybe the D coordinator for Green Bay gets it. You better have a double spy on each hash to contain Kyler Murray so that he doesn't beat your ass on the ground. Because if you go play zone or you go play man, he'll dice you up in the passing game when you play zone. And if you play man, he's just going to wait till everybody turns their back and he's going to run for 15 yards every single play.
I actually think now that you mention the defensive coordinator,
Nathaniel Hackett. No, I don't know his name.
Packers,
Nathan something.
Defensive coordinator Joe Barry tests positive for COVID. He will likely miss the game on Thursday.
Okay, Joe Barry.
Yeah.
No Joe Barry, no Devontae Adams.
And then you got to wonder, like, is there going to be any other players that are going to be, test positive?
It would have come out. Well, that's true. It could come out within the next day or two.
Hey, unless it's Aaron Rodgers, it don't matter. Come on, man. Y'all stop disrespecting Aaron Rodgers.
We're not putting any disrespect. There's no disrespect being had in this matter. It is mere observation and the truth that's coming out of these airways. We're not questioning Aaron. I'm not questioning Aaron. I'm questioning everybody around him. That's what I'm questioning. He can't do it by himself. If he were to go do it by himself, he is the front runner for the MVP.
What do you think he's been doing? I mean, yes, Devontae Adams is good. He can catch the ball, but Aaron Rodgers got to get it to him. Aaron Rodgers been doing this all by himself for a while now. Name another player on the team that's actually, like you would say, that dude's pretty good.
Aaron Jones and Robert Tonyan.
Because of Aaron Rodgers.
They still have to perform.
I mean, besides Devontae Adams, there's nobody else even sniffing a Pro Bowl.
Aaron Jones and Robert Tonyan. Yes, they are.
Oh, man. Aaron Jones at running back is sniffing the Pro Bowl.
I think Wes is the one that should be wearing that hat.
Yes, sir. I'm definitely saying Aaron. Yes, Aaron Jones is my opinion, one of the best running backs catching the football out of the backfield. Yes. The only one better is Austin is Eckler out of I always want to say San Diego, but it's the LA Chargers. Eckler's probably the best one in my opinion. James.
Well,
you look like you had something to say. I'm ready to jump in this bad boy. Come in the deep end. It's fine out here.
He was gonna say relax.
Yeah, he may. You know what? Listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. But tomorrow we need to add that song "Relax" on a bed, but we need to find like a copyright-free version, which will probably have to be like edited. So we'll have to like add music to it or add a siren to it, so we can play that whenever I start getting all ornery in my medulla oblongata about the Green Bay Packers and their deficiencies at the middle linebacker position, because Jalen Smith sucks and I can't help it.
Or we could just tap into Canelo.
No, that's played out already. That doesn't even really matter. Canelo, get the hell out of here. I ain't seeing your ass until we're going November 6th, the 3 days after my birthday, when I see you knock out Caleb Plant for the second time, but this time in a sanctioned fight.
Hey, is this true about Mike Tyson fighting this
Logan Paul?
Dude? Yeah, is that gonna happen for real?
James, you're the pop culture icon.
Man, I don't think so. There's been a lot of back and forth, but He'd murder him, dude. Mike Tyson would murder that guy.
What's the number? I think Mike said like 20 million to go do it.
Dude,
Bro.
I don't think Logan Paul understands. Even when Roy Jones was done with the fight, and Mike was like, "Yeah, let's do this again," and you saw Roy Jones like, "You know what?" Because the body shots, dude. It's the body shots. Mike dude, I guarantee you, Roy Jones is still recovering his body, those body shots. Dude.
Yeah, but Logan Paul is
wears
like
it out.
25, 28, something like that.
I get it, but I don't think
Is it Logan or Jake Paul?
I think it's Logan. Whoever's the bigger one.
I think it's
Which-
Jake.
No,
it's
that's
Logan.
Well,
But
I mean,
it's
bigger like in the
Taller.
in the boxing or like physically bigger?
yeah, physically bigger.
Yeah, Logan.
That's Logan.
but it's totally different until you get into the ring with Mike Tyson.
Like-
I'm not saying and he's not even hitting as hard as he used to, but
I bet you he still hits hard
but you're
enough.
but you're talking about Roy Jones, a ridiculous fighter,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just like, man, I didn't know that those body shots were going to be like that. And when Mike was like, hey, let's do it again, Roy Jones was like, nah.
Mike is what? How old is Mike? 53?
Something like that. He's up there.
I think he's got to be in his 50s. But I mean, if Logan Paul is going to get into that ring,
55.
fuck 55. He's a murder at 55, dude. If Logan Paul gets in that ring with the 55-year-old Mike Tyson, he's going to go to sleep. But how does he not go to sleep? Avoid getting hit in the head, and he'd have to weigh what, 220?
I mean, I guess maybe if he gets some good shots, if he works Mike
Dude,
over or something.
if he hits Mike in the face, Mike's gonna go back to fucking Kid Dynamite and blast this dude.
I mean,
Mike's gonna get fucking ornery if he gets hit in the mouth.
I don't think Logan Paul understands how hard Mike Tyson hits,
buddy.
man.
Yeah.
I get that he's 55.
To me, that's a blessing for Logan Paul. It's like that's to your advantage.
So we have
I think he's gonna be for a surprise when he gets hit.
according to Drama Alert, which is a Keemstar on YouTube, covers all of the YouTube guys and stuff. Reports suggest that Tyson versus Paul will unfold in February of 2022. That gives us 4 months to prepare what will be one of the biggest combats event of the year, which I don't know about that. But they said they're in the final stages of finalizing a contract for February of 2022.
Is there like an estimated purse? Like is there rumored numbers? Because if this Mike Tyson ain't getting in that ring for no $2, $3, $4, $5 million, I would think he'd have to be in there for 10 plus.
Yeah, I don't see no
It
money.
doesn't see any number.
No.
Well, whenever the deal gets done, we'll know.
Yeah. I forgot
This ain't gonna be no Triller production, is it?
better not be. I would assume Showtime.
I think that's right.
I mean, Roy Jones, he got him to wear headgear. You think they got to wear headgear?
No.
Didn't they wear headgear in that one?
I don't think they
that's
did.
why he beat up his body.
No, it's a pro fight.
But I'm saying Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, they wore headgear, didn't they?
Did they? I don't think
Maybe
they
they
did.
did.
I think so,
Maybe,
they did.
but this fight with Paul ain't gonna be.
I like that quote Tyson said after the fight, because they were like, Roy Jones, you've been out of boxing for how long, whatever. How do you feel? And then they talked to Tyson. He's all like, nobody asked me how I feel. I haven't fought in 15 years. Nobody asked me about my fucking ass.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good over there. We have to call on Mike. Might have to call on Mike Moore into the show. That was pretty good.
You better hope Mike Tyson don't watch out.
Hey, look, I'm sure.
How will Mike after me?
I'm sure Mike is going to be doing just fine in his Hot Box podcast. Shout out, to Mike and him doing his team doing the thing. Triple C on there too, right? Henry Cejudo.
Yeah.
Shout out Henry.
Yes, sir.
Um,
We have a comment, Nascool in the YouTube comment says, what a weekend of football.
yeah, this weekend or last weekend?
Probably both shit.
It's not cool. Who's your team? Let us know in the comments.
Oh, he's an Eagles fan.
I want him to put it in there. Yeah, I remembered, but I wanted him to put it in there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
What's up, fellas?
Appreciate you watching and tuning in. The Eagles, man, they had a tough go against who did they play?
Dude, it was shocking. I heard the stats on the Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
and all their offense, I think 85% of their offense is Jalen Hurts.
I'm glad it is. I'm glad it is because Jalen is in my fantasy team, and I love whenever he starts out in the first quarter, he's got like 3 fantasy points, and then by the end of the fourth quarter, he's got me like 24. I'm like, man, that is my dude. He just figures out the offense.
I get what you're saying, but I mean,
hey, relax, Wes. Relax. It's Jalen Hurts. Relax.
Hurts is not Aaron Rodgers, man.
He's doing it all by himself. He has no help out there.
Dude, but that's the thing about it. They're throwing this dude into the deep end.
And he's competing, right?
They don't have an offense. Their offense is so basic, and the dude is just getting torn up because it's like, well, they're just running the same shit.
Who's the head coach over there?
I mean, they got to open up the offense and give this kid some help. They got to figure something out, man. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Getting beat down.
Hey, what about I saw Detroit almost beat the Rams.
Dude, fucking Dan Campbell had that team doing everything. Onside kicks, fake punts, getting PI calls late into the end zone. All I know is that the head coach for the Rams was like pissed. He could not at all keep his composure. He's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like his team was getting out coached early in that game. And
well, you could say they were almost beat, just like you could say Kansas almost beat Oklahoma. They got out there and they were playing hard, but you were like, they're not going to pull it off.
It looked more of a revenge game for Jared Goff than it was for Matt Stafford. That's what it looked like to me. But they still couldn't pull the W.
I wanted to ask y'all a question because I saw, Jared Goff and Stafford. Of course they meet at in the field after the game.
What do you think they said?
Yeah. What is that conversation like? You know what I mean?
Go fuck your mother. That's what I think he probably told them. No, I'm just kidding. He probably just said, "Hey, good game, good luck the rest of the way." There's some cliche bullshit like that. Yeah, that's what they're gonna say because they're all mic'd up too, man. Like there's microphones everywhere. He's not gonna say, "I still own you."
Yeah, McVay says some basic shit like that too to Goff. I mean, yeah, those guys they don't really say much. If you really say something, you get a bigger reaction.
Yeah, because
obviously they didn't say nothing.
The Rams are a contender, and Detroit is a bottom feeding team.
Yeah, they have yet to win a game.
I mean, they could possibly go 0-17, which they'll be the first team to go 0-17, and the previous team to go 0-16 was the Detroit Lions. So yeah,
I don't think any teams have more 0 whatever records than the Lions. Seem like it since I've been alive. It seems like I've seen the Lions go 0 for whatever.
More 0 for is right. I have a buddy who's a Detroit Lions fan in my big fantasy league, and I have to ask him. I'm like, dude, how do you do it? And he's like, I don't know, man. He goes, how the Cowboys fans do it for 25 years, and then he'll bring up that 1991 victory. He goes, do you know who Detroit last beat in the playoff games in 1991? And I go, yeah, it's the Dallas Cowboys. He's like, a lot of y'all don't know that, and I was like, well, a lot of them, aren't real sports guys. And I said that it must be rough that you had to trade away Goff and picks to get Stafford over to LA, and now you pseudo have like a claim to the Rams because y'all drafted Matt Stafford. And they're like, yeah, but we'll see what happens with Dan Campbell and blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you haven't been relevant since Barry Sanders. And there are kids today. There's people in media today who don't even know who Barry Sanders is.
Well, if they watch sports, that's sad. Dude. If you watch sports, you gotta know who Barry Sanders is. I mean, hey, I know who Will Chamberlain is, but I never seen him play live.
Do you know who Fran Tarkenton is?
Yeah, I know who Fran Tarkenton is.
Who's Fran Tarkenton's comp in today's NFL? Let's see how well you know him.
Fran Tarkenton. I don't know. I mean, I see Fran Tarkenton as like a Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen type quarterback.
Fran Tarkenton was 5'9" and fleet of foot. Who's 5'9" and fleet of foot in the NFL? Kyler Murray.
I didn't know how tall he was, Kyler Murray.
Dude, he was a short, mobile, super, mobile quarterback.
I know Fran Tarkenton.
See,
I know how he plays.
Wes getting challenged in his NFL knowledge. He gets
I called it
sensitive.
right. He's just not the same height as those guys.
Relax. Heard there. Hashtag no ad. All right, guys. A little past 9 o'clock in the top of the hour. Let's get in a quick break. We'll touch on some UFC when we come back. Then wrap this bad boy up and go finish up. Look at the Saints coming back 10-7.5. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. It is the Paul Rodriguez Show. Wes, after the show, we're going to teach you how to tag the show's handle on Instagram so you can look official. I appreciate the shout out there on Instagram. Seeing you bad, joining us, tagging everybody.
I'm not very tech savvy, so you do have to teach me things.
It's all good. We can help out. UFC 267 this coming Saturday in Abu Dhabi.
Wait.
What?
You can't wear the hat backwards. You gotta turn it around.
But don't I look like the biggest 6-year-old everywhere? I look like the biggest 6-year-old.
You gotta turn it around.
I told him at the beginning of the show.
I had to change it up so you could get that. What's going on with the hat?
Bro, I didn't wear the bow tie backwards. I put the bow tie front. Turn that hat around.
Hey man, all I want to know is where's the cheese head? Right? We're not supposed to be wearing a cheese head.
I know, man.
Where's the cheese head?
That he actually had to wear the.
Where's the cheese head, James?
Cheese head.
You don't have no sound effect for the cheese head?
No. Cheese head. Yeah,
you do.
Tragically, I don't know these. Head on over to spot. Nope, not that one.
No, not that one.
I got them all edited already.
Dude, man, I told you to put little stickers on there.
Yeah, the cheese head, man, it got destroyed.
How'd it get destroyed?
Well, yeah, there's a story behind it. I didn't get it. It was gifted to me.
Can you divulge the what happened or no?
Come on, let it out.
It was gifted to me, and
say diarrhea, man.
So I didn't really. It didn't really hold a whole lot of value to me.
I got you.
I'd rather get my own cheese head when I go to Lambeau Field.
So are they only exclusively available in Green Bay?
No, because the person that got it for me, they didn't go to Green Bay, you know.
Yeah, you can get them online.
Yeah, well, I looked online, I looked on Amazon, and
that's what I was asking.
They had a very generic one, which wasn't a cheese head. It was it looked more I don't know. It just didn't look like it. So I was like, no, I'll pass.
Are you into those cheese heads that look like cowboy hats and fedoras and I think they have other shapes, or do you just like the wedge cheese head?
Yeah.
That's what you're about?
Yeah.
Would you wear it forward, with the point going forward or backwards?
Point forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want the aerodynamics.
You got to have the point going back. Yeah.
That's what I thought too. You want the point going backwards. That's what I thought. I don't know. I'm not a Green Bay Packer.
Apparently Wes is.
Yeah, right.
With the point going forward, he actually gains a little height. So
how does that work exactly? How would he gain height with it going forward?
Because he just feels a little taller. Because usually if you wear it forward, so the point is going up here.
He didn't say pointed up. He said pointed forward.
Yeah, the point. But I mean, it's got to, it's not level. You got to point it up, don't you? You don't wear a cheese head level.
They do.
I guess it kind of does point up. Not straight up, but it's at an angle.
That's like saying that if I was gonna wear this cap like this.
I didn't know. I know people.
I mean,
that's different.
I mean, what are we talking about here? This is what you're talking about. The cheese head wearing the point going up. White man can't jump. Hey man, that's what I'm saying. What are we talking about here? This is what you're telling me. Cheese heads are supposed to be worn like. No, they go forward.
No, you don't go. No, with the cheese head.
Yeah.
It's almost like a yarmulke.
A yarmulke? Do you mean a kufi? Do you mean a kufi or a yarmulke?
You don't wear it all the way down. You don't wear the cheese head all the way
down. Dude, a yarmulke ain't big enough to even wear that far down. If you're talking about a kufi, yeah, then that would be. A yarmulke is just a little disc in the back of the head.
I'm just saying that's the way you put the cheese head on that part of the head.
All respect to the Juden. I just want to say.
It sounds like Wes has a cheese head in his closet.
Are you a closet Green Bay Packer fan, Wes?
No.
Always boasting about relaxing. Always talking about
disrespecting Aaron Rodgers.
Talking up Aaron, defending Aaron's honor.
To be honest, I feel like James needs a friend. I'm trying to be his friend, man.
You got a friend in me.
I'm trying to be nice to small people. Y'all see
you got a friend in me.
I am to small people.
Bro, you act like I'm a midget, bro. I mean, probably compared to you,
probably compared to him, yeah. I mean, probably compared to James. Hey, and it's not a midget. It's little people. Let's be respectful. I got some emails about my verbiage. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, shout out, Little People. Did you ever see that show?
No.
Yeah.
Hey, Nas Cool. He's a little person.
Who?
He's probably Nas Cool, the Eagles fan.
Oh, no, it's cool.
man that
What do you
come in
mean?
our room.
What do you mean he's a little person?
Oh, he's probably shorter than James.
Hey, you gotta
James,
get.
you should hang out with Neil.
You gotta get
You
this.
and Neil, you feel like a giant.
You gotta get this guy online bullying course.
Ethics and integrity course is coming Wes's way. Wes, you ever took an ethics and integrity course?
Don't you even. You're lucky we can't post the stuff that you say in the Facebook Messenger because
Who said?
everybody be coming after you.
Who said what?
You know who? You know who? Don't try to act like you don't know what you say. Oh,
you talking about me?
Rodriguez.
Oh, you talking about me? Hey, those are monitored. That's free knowledge.
I'm just saying, you're gonna get in trouble.
Hey, 10 years the show takes off, and then some emails leak or
Yeah,
some.
there you go.
And you know, I'll be like, fuck NBC, fuck ABC, and fuck everybody else. That's what I would say. You know why?
They
Because
coming for you.
I don't live. Because Twitter's not real. Just gonna be put it out there. Twitter's not real.
I'm just saying they coming for you. They probably already seen it.
I don't.
They're just waiting for you to pop.
They're like, is he making money yet? Has he made money? Is he making money? Okay, let's go after him. Let's take money.
Have you seen the clip of the dude at the Dave Chappelle protest when they were protesting Dave Chappelle
Yeah.
and all the stuff? The Netflix employees, and he puts it was a basic sign, and all it says like, "Hey, I like Dave Chappelle." That's all it said, and the LG whatever the people, they take his sign and rip it off. And then
The sticks left.
He's got a weapon.
And then they go, he's got a weapon.
He's got a weapon.
Yeah.
And the one lady was in his face just like yelling stuff. I'm like, what is wrong with these people?
Bro, that's why like I just like watching that. I'm like, dude, I wouldn't be able to contain myself. I guess that's why I don't.
You know what I thought? You know what I thought about in that situation? I was like, what if he just dropped like a stink bomb, like just straight booty cheeks, and that whole area, and like everybody had to clear out. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, somebody needs to drop a stink bomb in
I
here.
feel like he handled it pretty well because he was like, hey, and then it's hard to get your point across when all those people are there yelling in your face. He's like, all I'm saying is I support Dave Chappelle. It's comedy. Take a freaking joke. You know,
I think he thought it was funny and not. He wasn't offended by it. He thought it was funny.
He turned it into a joke.
He was like, these people are ridiculous. He's like, these people are ridiculous.
He
and
started
I think
saying
that's kind
too.
of the way he had to take it. Is like.
He was like, I have a weapon. I have a weapon.
And then he like threw it down.
Yeah.
I don't have a weapon anymore. I don't know. It's funny how everything kind of turns. It's turning into like everything's a joke now. Like they're just everybody's passively making fun of it. But I don't know. It's not sports, guys. You're supposed to be a sports show. I was like, yeah, I know, but sometimes stuff is funny.
Yeah. That's the last segment of our show always.
What?
Kind of just.
Oh, well, I wanted to talk about UFC 267, and Wes is over here like taking us on a different path.
Talking about how the cheesehead gives me height.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't really find cheeseheads would give you height. Like sombrero would give you height because it's a big hat. Sombreros are a thing in Green Bay now.
Who wears a cheesehead flat? You don't wear it like where it's going straight forward.
I think the community of Green Bay wears them that way. The community.
When I wear the Wu-Tang Scully, man, I don't put it like straight right here, you know, that way. You know, you got to put it cock it to the side a little bit. Have a little style.
Ain't everybody got flavor like you, Wes. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got flavor like you.
That was crooked.
Not everybody has a chandelier hanging in their background.
Ain't nobody got a narco mansion in the background doing a podcast. All I'm waiting for is some like bikini. I'm waiting for a Paul Pierce scene to come across your back of your backside.
Hey, y'all seen the new ride?
Hell yeah!
Oh man,
Have you seen it, James?
I mean, he just posted it on Instagram and Facebook.
Just all over, right? Yeah, bro. Hey, man, congratulations, Wes. That's a fine automobile, man.
Oh, thank you. It drives like a dream. But now, before I had a 99 Suburban, and like when I was driving, it's like, I dare you to hit me. Come on, you're like, hey, come on, hit me. I dare you to hit me. Now I'm like, man, y'all are so close. Get away.
Get away.
Man. And
6 feet. 6 feet.
Yeah, I'm like, man, why is everybody driving so close today? But like when I was in the Suburban, it was like, yeah, come on, hit me, motherfucker. I dare you.
It's pretty crazy how what you start driving around can change your outlook. That's pretty interesting. UFC 267 real quick in Abu Dhabi. Blachowicz versus Teixeira. And then Peter Yan versus what is his name? Galladay. It's basically it was supposed to be the return of Dillashaw, but Dillashaw got injured in that last fight with Cody. I can't remember his last name. So that was my biggest takeaway is Peter Yan getting the redemption here, or
he was supposed to fight Aljamain Sterling?
I thought Sterling, but Sterling's apparently ducking him with injury, allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not, but Peter Yan, I think this is going to be for the interim title for the lightweight.
I hate these interim titles.
And then it was announced Saturday, Ngannou versus Gane. That's going to be what, January 22nd? That's going to be a huge ass fight, I think.
Okay. Dude, Glover, I don't know what he's doing there, dude.
Well,
get out of here.
Well, you got to remember, he took him so long to get to the UFC with his immigration status that he didn't really get here until 2012. So he's only been there 9 years in the game in the UFC, and so there's nobody else for Blachowicz to fight. This has to be the title shot that Teixeira has really pretty much earned by default,
Yeah. Okay. Peter Yan's fighting Corey Sandhagen.
Corey is Corey, dude, not Cody.
That's gonna be great.
That is gonna be a big fight, and I think we both feel that Dillashaw got the better end of the stick in that split decision. But I mean, Cody did injure him. Cody took out his knee, Dillashaw's knee. So this is, a little bit of would this be the silver lining for Corey's bout with Dillashaw now that he's going to be fighting Peter Yan?
Yeah, I mean it'll be redemption because that was like his mentor, his big test, the Dillashaw fight.
Yeah, but Corey had been training with Dillashaw for years.
Was he?
And then now he's going to be. Dillashaw left that camp, and then of course they had their fight, and everybody I thought Corey had beat him too, but they gave it to Dillashaw coming back from his PEDs.
Yeah. This is going to be a good one. We'll see where it stands. It's
a big card.
Yeah. So, Peter Yan, if he wants the Sterling rematch, that was a crazy match in itself, just the way that
he was talking some mad shit on that preview that, Aljamain was doing all this acting. And I'm like, dude, you need him in the head while his hands were down. Like, you clearly need him in the face.
Yeah. It's
like, well, why did you do that?
But at the same time, do you think there was some Oscar-worthy performance going on there?
Dude, if it had been if an American had kneed Peter Yan in the face, he'd been doing the same shit.
You think so?
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, you really want to win the title like that?
You didn't do anything wrong. That person had a major offense that disqualified them.
Yeah, but I mean, and I don't like at the time.
I think the reason you're bringing that up is because Peter Yan was dominating Aljamain Sterling in that fight. Correct. That's why you're bringing it up.
Yeah, we knew.
But if it was a neutral bout, then him kneeing Aljamain in the face wouldn't be as big of a deal as it is now. Yeah. It's only because Jermaine Sterling was getting dominated.
So like at the time, I did agree. I was like, I'd probably do the same thing too. Right. Knowing the way that the fight was going, all of that stuff in the rematch, you get a taste of what was going on. You get a chance to change up your game plan. So I probably would have done the same thing. Do you want to win the belt that way? Preferably not. You want to go out there and just straight up beat the guy. You know what I mean? But I mean, I probably would have done the same thing.
The flip side of it is you're taking a knee to the head of the UFC champion in that weight division, who's the best fighter in the world. You're telling me that was just a little graze of a knee to the head?
It was a big knee.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, how do we know Aljamain wasn't on a fucking other planet? Like, we don't know that, but it looked like he was the way he was rolling around with a little bit of drama mixed in. But Jesus Christ, I mean, you're taking a knee to the head of a world-class striker.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
Wes, you going to be watching a UFC this weekend, or it's just going to be all about college football Saturday night?
I mean,
Will it be on or no?
I used to be a big not a big fan, but I used to have to watch UFC just because the restaurant I managed, we got all the UFC fights. Now that I'm not in a restaurant or whatever that's playing it, I'll probably just be watching football. I mean, Saturday night, I don't know what I'm in. Yeah, I'm not working, so I'm off Saturday night, so maybe I will go do it.
You'll be living like Paul Pierce.
But I don't know where to go watch it though.
Saturday night.
I ain't buying that shit, so I mean, I don't know where to go watch it up here.
I got you.
I might just wait for the highlights, unless somebody does the whole Facebook Live thing and puts it on Facebook. I watched the fights that way. I think that's how I watched the Tyson Roy Jones fight. Somebody put it live.
Allegedly. Yeah, man. Allegedly. Who did the Hogs have this Saturday?
I think they're on a bye week, I believe.
Texas.
Next game they have, I think it's next Saturday against Mississippi State.
Texas versus Baylor preview.
Is that this Saturday, Texas Baylor?
Yeah, at Waco.
We're at Waco? Woo, man. They might go down to that.
Man, that would be that's going to be a big. That's going to be 11:00 kick, but I think 11.
I kind of like that stadium. I like the way they set it up. I mean,
yeah, that's 11:00 kick at ABC.
It's about the only pretty thing in Waco. Waco, ugh. I don't like Waco. I mean, Waco's so bad. I might rather go to San Antonio than go to Waco. I just
damn.
But Waco does have a good burger place though. I think it's like George O or something like that.
You a big burger guy? You like burgers over burger? What's the big? What is it? Okay, here it is. Because you like to put these memes on Facebook and everything. Is it burgers? You gotta do with away with. So is it burgers, pizzas, tacos, or fried chicken? Which one's leaving behind?
Oh damn! Burgers. What is it? Tacos?
Burgers, pizza, tacos, fried chicken.
Man, hey, I mean, I'm probably gonna lose my black card on this one.
No, you're crazy.
Chicken. I'm gonna say fried chicken.
Man, you are.
I love a good burger, and I love me some pizza. Tacos. I mean, tacos might be number one over a burger, and I really love burgers.
James, what about you?
And I love fried chicken.
You gotta get rid of one. You can never have this rest of your life. Pizza, burgers, tacos, fried chicken.
I'd toss pizza.
I'd toss the burger. I would do without the burger. Well, we got little comments in there.
Nobody said tacos,
bro. It's because you know.
Tacos are just so versatile, man. It's ridiculous.
Se puede. You know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the people in the comments. Who we got in there, Wes? James.
Julia Anzuris, she says, hi, Wes. And then she says, get rid of pizza.
Oh, yeah. She online with James.
Julita.
Come on, man. You're supposed to know that.
I know Julita. I've known her since junior high.
Well, her name says Julia in the comments though.
Well, she does it for the white folks, because white folks can't pronounce Julita.
What's her last name?
It looks like Anzures, A-N-Z.
So it's Julieta.
No, it's Julita.
My bad. My bad. Dude, that's your fan. I ain't gonna say nothing. You got fans. Wes got fans. I digress.
Julita's hot too.
All right, shout out.
I had a thing for her back in junior high. And she used to cuss me, and she had the little accent, man. Woo, so hot when she got mad.
She's a Latina, so I mean, what can you say?
I don't know if she's a Latina. You got to watch out what you call her. I mean, okay. Is that cool to call her a Latina? Because I don't think she's Mexican.
Okay. Oh, she's not. Julieta, what is your preferred nomenclature? Let us know.
Wes was about to answer for her.
No, I'm not gonna answer it for her.
Well, he must know. He must know. He must know. You know.
I know her
how she'll
favorite movie
respond.
is Grease. I know that her favorite movie is Grease.
Hey, Grease is a dope flick, man. I was watching
Paul.
Grease. Can I finish?
Paul,
let me finish. Hold on, just let me finish. I was down with Grease.
Dude, you used to be my idol.
Grease was it from 1996 until like 98, bro.
I looked up to you, bro, until you said some bullshit like that.
See,
Grease? A musical?
She's from Guatemala.
Man, come on.
She's Guatemalan.
But Latina is good.
See, hey man, hey, that's mi gente, bro.
Hey,
just keep it 100.
Dude, I borrowed recently. I borrowed $20 from Julita, and I was nervous about it because I didn't want to I thought she'd come after me and cat me, dude. I was like, man, I gotta get this money back quick because she's got that attitude like she cut it off. I love her to death, but I'm also very afraid of her.
You should be.
She gets to going with the finger and then. But she's my homie, man. I love her.
Word. It's good. It's good to have good friends like that. It's really good to have good friends like that. I'm very grateful to have good friends like y'all who come on this stupid ass show and talk about sports and dumb things. It's always fun. Wes, you were right. I missed it last week, but we had some scheduling conflicts. That's on me.
I get it.
But it's I have a fun time. I have a good time here, and I appreciate all the fans of Wes. We're Wes. You know what? We might have to start putting your name in the graphic because you got so many friends who come into the show and leave comments. And one of these days, whoever's watching the show, I might just pull your name out and send you $100 gift card, just because you're leaving comments and we really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And just, tell everybody one day I might just pull a name if you leave a comment down there.
Hey, you better watch out, man. They might get a DM from Wes. Hey, let me borrow $100.
Do not give the gift card to Wes. Do not give. Oh, it's your, you won it. It's a free giveaway. It's your money. You can do whatever you want. Y'all all grown.
Hey, Wes said he wanted to be my friend. I've been telling him to fly me out. We'll go hang out.
I mean, the way them chandeliers is looking, he got it. That new ride, he got it.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah.
Hey, you the one asking,
part, man.
You the one asking a little lady for $20, my guy.
Dude, hey, sometimes shit happens, man.
That's true. Sometimes stuff does happen. Before we go, what's the new update on the saga, the Wu-Tang saga? Anything new?
Oh man,
just a brief breakdown. Nothing long-winded.
Yeah, I mean, the show, I just love it because I'm just a big Wu-Tang fan. So just going through what they're going through.
Yeah, we know.
To make it, it's just amazing. And then every time they start working on a song, how they came up with these songs, it gets me excited. It's just these dudes they were struggling. They were to the point where they were making decisions over robbing people to make money to do things, and they made some big changes. I just saw where basically Raekwon and Ghostface who shot at each other, they have to put that beef away and become friends. And now they're best friends. They're like brothers.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I went too early now. I'm still waiting for it. But man, I love it. I also just got into Yellowstone. Ooh, man.
So is that Yellowstone legit?
Yellowstone's it's legit, but I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be like this. It's basically cowboy gangster movie.
What is that movie called with Daniel Day-Lewis? No No Oil for Old Men or No Land for Old Men, something like that.
No Country.
Thank you, James.
Yes.
No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
That's a very good movie,
It
by the
is.
way.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude, I love that movie. Was it where he's got the air tank or whatever? He just comes around with it. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of like that. You know, it's a battle of people. Kevin Costner does a good job. But every scene, dude, like it's, you know, you thought it was going to be more of a drama type deal, but like, I mean, it's almost like if you like Sons of Anarchy, but it's like Sons of Anarchy cowboy type, you know, instead of, you know, Sopranos
Yeah.
in New York, it's over here in Montana.
Word.
I think, wait, I think that's where it is.
Yeah, Wes.
Big Sky Country.
Julita says she said, ouch. And then I don't know what that was referring to, but then she said that was fun about the money.
I think she was talking about the snip.
Yeah.
Ouch. She used 2 exclamation points on that bad boy too. Producer James, anything Marvel new coming out? What's hey, I seen it. I see something about Wolverine on Disney Plus. Is there some new Wolverine coming out?
I haven't heard anything about that.
I don't know what I saw then. Maybe like a new animated series. No.
Hey, James, did you watch Doom?
No, I did not.
Yo, it was
I
Zendaya,
heard a lot
bro.
of people talking.
I
really good about
heard it was a very good movie. Like I get this one guy on my Facebook and he's like, I'm watching it again. It's that good.
Zendaya, bro.
Yeah. I'll probably check it out.
Wes, no reaction?
What?
Zendaya.
I missed it.
Zendaya.
I missed it.
He's all,
This motherfucker.
Come on. What is
Do you
it
know who
from?
Zendaya is?
What's it from?
Bro, Zendaya, the actress.
The actress. I don't know.
he's gonna shoot it to you in the chat.
What? Dude, what is it?
You don't know Zendaya, the actress from Spider-Man movie, she was a Disney actress.
Oh, dude. All right, I'm trying to fit in, but I don't know it like that, dog. I mean, I didn't read comic books as a kid. Of course
You read books, they just weren't comic books.
Hey, Bruno Mars, Versace on the floor. Bruno Mars, Versace on the floor. Just go watch that video.
You know, I didn't get into it.
See, I got it real close to your neighborhood, and you like, You don't like Bruno Mars?
I'm not a big fan.
Bro, this dude
I think
here.
what happened with me with Bruno Mars is because they try to call it that Motown funk.
He said Uptown Funk. He didn't say Motown Funk. He said Uptown.
But I think that people try to compare it to Motown funk, and it really got at me, and because I don't think Bruno Mars is funk, dude. Come on.
But he's not the funky aspect. It's Mark Rosen.
Bruno Mars and funk should never be in the same category. It's just not in the same sentence. Come on, funk, man. Come on, dog.
Dude's been singing. Dude's been singing Elvis Presley since in White Kiki since he was 4 years old. 1 for the money, 2 for the show. I don't know the rest because I wasn't born.
Elvis funk?
I'm talking about Elvis's rock and roll. I'm talking about funk is close to R&B, rock and roll, R&B. Those were all music that was made by Chuck Berry, Little Richard, all these dudes.
I'll send you some funk. You want some funk? I'll send you some funk. But Bruno Mars should never be mentioned.
So it's like nobody can ever have anything related to funk music because it would be a transgression against the 70s funk movement.
But you gotta have funk though. And Bruno Mars ain't got no funk.
But we do understand that's like commercial music, right? That's not a organic product, but it's music that's one, catchy, popular, and it was good. It was a good song.
And when I think of funk, I don't think it's something that's like catchy, like that type of stuff.
You don't call funk music catchy.
I call funk music soul. Funk music, like it's got that grabs you by the. You know, funk makes you make that face like it's funky in here. You know what I'm saying? That like that's
Okay,
what
hold on,
funk
hold
does.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So the song "Funky Cold Medina," that's not funk.
Hell no. Man, don't make out. Man, Funky Cold Medina? No, that's not even close to being funk, dog. Come on, man. Ooh, man, you don't get me hot up in here. Man, are you serious? Funky Cold Medina?
I'm asking questions because I want to see where you're at.
I think we know where Wes is at.
Yeah, he's in a narco mansion with the chandelier in the back.
We know who the king of funk is.
Who's the king of funk?
What?
I'm asking.
Are you serious? It's the George Clinton.
Okay, so only songs by George Clinton can be considered funk, is what you're telling me.
No. Stop it.
James Brown funk?
Don't you
It's
do
James
it.
Brown funk.
Yeah. James Brown, he's got a few songs that got it. I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just different types of funk too, though.
You done got me
When I
off.
think of Motown funk, I think of the Gap Band because it had that.
You always bringing up the Gap Band.
Woo! Come on, man. Hey.
Who else is musical
when the
genius?
Gap Band comes on,
He always with the Gap
if
Band.
you don't start moving your head or tapping your foot to the Gap Band.
Okay,
I can't be around you.
what about the Commodores?
Ooh, of course, man.
What about Redbone?
Redbone. Oof. I don't know. I don't.
Earth,
Yeah,
Wind,
no,
and
no.
Fire.
Oh, come on, man.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know what's going on over here, and I'm just trying to say, why do we got to name off all the big ones? So before we get to we can't dance in the outliers.
Yeah, but that's the thing about it. I'm still learning about it. I've been listening to it for years, but you still learn about it. You miss out on a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because you didn't grow up in that era. You know, for me, I didn't grow up in that era, so I didn't know the underground funk, that type deal. You know, it was taught to me by my mom, but man, don't get me started on music either. I love talking sports and I love talking music, especially you get into my wheelhouse, and I go from R&B to hip hop. Real hip hop. Even I love my gangster music because there ain't nothing better than like a Too Short song with that funk, Shorty the Pimp. Shorty the Pimp. Where he's got that, he brings the funk with the bass. Woo, man. Too Short was, man. I really didn't appreciate Too Short until I got older.
Too Short, baby, coming straight from Oakland.
But Too Short, I mean, when I got older, man, I really appreciated Too Short a lot more.
You talking about the Too Short that I know?
Is there any other Too Short?
That's a nasty boy right there.
We're off the rails.
All the white girls my age, they know some Too Short. Woo!
What does that mean, Wes?
That's how I learned about Too Short. I remember I was like I think it's Brandy Bradley.
No. Don't be dumping no names on this show. We're gonna have people coming after everybody.
Oh, she all good. But I was like, she started saying these raps. I'm like, what?
You're gonna make your other fans jealous,
the white
bro.
girl anthem was some Too Short.
You're gonna make your other fans jealous, Wes. You better be careful.
By the way,
man, I shout out to everybody. I got love. Hey, that was me, man. When growing up, I got along with all the groups.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
Even though
I'm
I
sure.
made fun of everybody.
by the way, Julita said Yellowstone is like Godfather for Cowboys.
What's up my alley then? That's what Wes said.
I got Halita in the Power. She was
Power's
in the
dope.
Power.
I like Power.
Oh yeah.
Are you serious over here with your bobblehead ass?
Dude,
He's over here.
I've never seen it.
He's over here like
You ever
this.
see Power?
Look at Wes. Look,
Hey.
this is what he was. He was like this. Bobblehead over here. What you talking about, Willis?
Never seen it.
You've never seen Power,
No.
dude. It's like 7 seasons out, bro.
Okay.
I'll get you my Stars login.
No, I'm good.
They made like I don't know how many shows spin-offs of it right now.
A Power.
Yeah, they made a bunch of spin-offs.
50 Cent just want that. He need to get out of bankruptcy. It's true.
50.
Hey, 50 Cent got shot 9 times, bro.
I get shot in my mouth. That's why I talk like this. Like whatever, dude.
Hey, don't hate on 50, man. 50
Look
got
at him.
some jams, dude.
We're about to go down. We're about to go down another road.
50.
50 got some jams, dog.
Many men.
Club. Blah, blah,
Many,
blah, blah.
many men wish death
man.
upon me.
On me. Come on, man.
Many men.
Wes, if you put me on the bus to Green Bay, would you still love me?
You're 50 Cent and your Biggie Smalls is real close.
Big time. But no, I ain't no 50. I mean, the show is really good.
I'm finding out more and more about you, Wes. I'm finding out your hot button topic. So
Oh, dude, I'm a big music fan, man.
I'm gonna come in and be like, Murder Inc.
Next show. What's my motherfucking name? Wes. Are you Ellie?
My favorite all-time rapper, I get into it, is old Dirk, man.
Dirk
I
McGurk?
love me some old Dirk.
Wes.
Oh, Dirk.
Wes, final question of the show from me to you. What you think about R. Kelly, bro?
Dude, I jam some R. Kelly. You know, I mean, I listen to R. Kelly. But
Now go ahead and break them off with a little bit of the remix.
Hey, R. Kelly, he's a dude. He is shit. He as a person.
Yeah, he's a
Man,
horrible
he got some
human.
jams, but like he was horrible as a person.
Yeah, he's a
Man,
horrible
I
human.
mean, that's some fucked up shit.
That's one of the topics that we discussed on my show was I think it was, I forgot who it was. I don't think it was Kelly, but it's like, I think it was Michael Jackson. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah,
are you able, like when you listen to music, are you able to separate the artist from the person? Like, are you able to jam their music? You know.
Yeah, but Michael was never convicted of anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that
Hey,
but
I'm sorry, I do. I separate what I like away from what they do. I know a lot of people like, oh, I don't listen to Mike no more because he touched some kids. I don't listen to R. Kelly.
That's alleged.
Hey.
That ain't true. That's alleged.
Hey, people still eating Subway, but they didn't forgive Jared.
well, he didn't found it, did he?
Hey,
He made a lot of
I'm just
money.
saying.
He's a spokesperson.
Hey, people eat Papa John's, right? People still eat
Yeah,
Papa
right?
John's.
right?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey, man, I got to listen to some R. Kelly, especially, you know, he did the album with Jay-Z, the Best of Both Worlds. Woo-hoo, man, if you ain't heard that, you need to listen to that.
See,
Jiggy and
this
R.
is
Kelly
this is
together?
content. This is content we need to put on Patreon. This is the stuff that we need people to go over there and be like, "Hey, subscribe for $1 a month, and we can talk about everything off the rails." Like, we can just talk about. It won't even be this. It won't even be called this show. It'll be called like just something. It'll be a different show. I think that's what we need to do.
Separated far away from this. Fucking
No.
show.
No. It's not that. It's just like we could probably do like a pop culture. Like this content would be great for your show, but I think if we did like super dark, more virtue signaling, social justice warrior, like sports topics, we could talk about that like on a different. It'd be the same show, but it would be like you'd have to go pay for it, right? I think that's what that would be. I'm not saying a lot of money. I'm just saying like $1. You know, help with the cause.
Yeah.
If people are interested, I don't know if they'd be interested in
It's
that.
like you're walking out the restaurant, put 50 cents in the claw machine. Come on, man.
Yeah. You don't want Ja Rule to come after you though.
I mean, I think if we have jams, people are going to be interested. You know? I think people are just amazed that somebody 5'6" is still.
Here we go. I thought you were going to say, I thought people, they pay $1 to hear James and they're going to feel shortchanged. Jesus.
Why you giving him ammo, dude?
I thought that's what he was going to say, literally.
Let's see how he's laughing. He's going to remember that one now. He's going to use it tomorrow because he's going to forget.
Oh, man. Dude, I like you, James. Don't.
Whoa. Hey, man.
We homies.
Easy,
man.
bro. Easy.
No,
Hey, easy. Hey, no means no, Wes. No means no.
Hey, and no gay people can get mad. I probably got a gay. I know I got a gay cousin. I got gay friends, so don't get mad. If you, you know what? The way I grew up, you picked.
I don't even know where this is going.
But I'm just saying. So if you had a dude, I make fun of my gay friends too. Like, and some of my friends that are a little suspect. Like my boy James Etheridge.
Stop naming names. Stop it.
I remember my mom was like, "Hey, James got a little sugar."
Stop naming names. Stop. James, we respect you. We don't want you to be offended by what Wes is saying. I don't think you would be, but
no, hey, James, hey, he can't be sensitive about that shit. That's the way it happened. He can't be. People say stuff all the time. Come on. You want to make fun of?
Make fun of who? People make fun of me my whole damn life.
Remember that little girl?
You're fat.
I'm still eating at you, man.
Bro, hey, this is what it was like. She walked out of the room and was like, "You're fat."
Hey, she looked at you up and down.
Bro, yes.
Twice.
Just once. Once was enough. Once was enough, my guy. And you know what? And I was like, it's a little soul crushing, but I was like, you ain't wrong. Like, you ain't lying. She was like 2 feet tall, my guy. 2 feet. And she was like,
Yeah.
You're fat.
That's why
They like little drunk people, man. Little kids like little drunk people. They don't care.
I made fun of too many fat people as a kid, so I have to start losing weight because I felt like that's why I started getting fat because I made fun of fat people.
It's just because you're
I
over
remember
40.
I had this fat friend. I won't say his name.
Thank God.
He's learning.
He pitched for UT, and I remember when.
We're not going to name his name, but we're only going to identify where he went to school and what position he played.
Go ahead and throw his jersey number out there.
Everybody knows what I tell. Most people that know me know who I'm talking about. So he was a large dude, but he played at UT, and I forgot who they were playing against. So anytime he would make a pickoff move, they would go, "As the world turns."
Dude. God damn.
Start to chant, mix in a salad. And I was like, man.
From the dugout, they're chanting this?
No, like the fans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The fans.
Yeah, so the fans, and they would, as the world turns, as he made the spin move to check off move. And then I also would mix in a salad. It was like, that's good stuff.
It is funny. I have to admit that.
And the hat looks good on you, Paul.
Rocking it. Dude, 10-10, Seattle in the Saints. 8 minutes left in the fourth. Man.
I mean,
10-10?
10-10.
Nice.
Both of these teams need this win. So.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who kind of comes out the victory.
I think Jameson needs it more than Seattle.
Man, when's Michael Thomas going to come back? That's what I'm waiting for. Jeez.
He's still playing? Is he still? I thought that
He's just out. He's just out.
Is it me or the Saints receivers have really short shelf life?
Well, Marquise Colston didn't have a short span. I mean,
was it? I don't know.
Well, you mean like on the team or as a career?
I'm talking about it. Just don't seem like they come out of nowhere and then they're gone like that.
Yeah. So you're talking about like they have a short career with that team. Yeah, that's true. It's because New Orleans Saints cap is always like maxed out every year, and they have to cut people to make up cap space, and so they'll go find another diamond in the rough and bring that player on the team to create a new roster. That's wise because they have a bunch of turnover because they don't have no cap space.
But they don't do anything. It seemed like to me that basically Drew Brees made these guys good, and outside of that, they're really not that good. Like if Marquise Colston went to play somewhere else, you wouldn't hear about it. I
don't buy that.
What are they paying their quarterbacks? Taysom and Jameis.
Taysom got a big ass contract. I don't know what Jameis is probably still on his deal that he came in on.
Taysom's like low key making like good ass money in the NFL.
40 million
for like, you know what but he does contribute.
It's 40 million, but it's not guaranteed. So it's like he could get cut tomorrow and just whatever he's been paid is what he's been paid. But if he plays the whole year, I think it's like 40 million. But they can cut him anytime they want. Or they'll be like restructure the deal.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, I guess we'll wrap this bad boy up
What you giggling about, Wes?
Since we've pretty much talked about every topic except I'm not even gonna think about that topic because James it'll pop in his brain and ask a question about it. Wes, before we go, what are you leaving the people? Be kind after you just made fun of all these people.
I'll leave the people with the same thing as I always do. You know, just hey, take care of each other, pray for each other, and you know, just be nice to each other.
Well,
I talk about the world turning. James,
be nice. Yeah, man. First of all, go watch Dark Side on Wednesdays.
Yeah,
7 p.m. YouTube and Facebook. And yeah, man, doesn't take a whole lot to just, you know, hey, you have a good day. And it could do a lot in someone's day. You know what I mean? I do it all the time.
So you're talking about practicing kindness in an unkind world.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know.
In a self-centered, self-entitled, on-demand, instant gratification world. You want to talk about kindness?
That's your perception.
No, that is the perception.
It's a fact.
That is the perception. The perception is correct. The reality may not be, but the perception is correct.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Be nice.
Love that. It's real simple. It's real simple. It's real simple.
Just like this. Hey, man.
Relax.
Just like this. Hey, I like that hat you're wearing. It looks very good on you.
Love thy neighbor.
Do more of that.
As you would love yourself.
For sure. Paul, what are you leaving the people with, Paul?
I just did it. I just said it right there. Love thy neighbor as you would love yourself.
Okay. Bet.
We need to come up with a wager for Thursday.
Well, man, I'm not.
Oh, here we go.
No.
Here goes the Michael Jackson walking it back. You walking it back?
Huh?
You ain't taking the Packers?
I'm not touching little kids. Michael Jackson.
He did. That is alleged. I don't know why y'all keep perpetuating that nonsense. That is not what happened.
Hey. All right. I don't feel confident placing a wager when the number one receiver in the NFL is going to be out.
What happened to Aaron Rodgers?
Well, hey, man. Like Wes said, he can't do it all by himself.
No, I said that.
Relax.
Wes said relax.
Okay, but I'm saying he can't do it all by himself. It's a 1-2 connection. He can't throw the ball and then run down the other end and catch it.
Okay, Giselle. Okay.
All right.
You calling me a woman?
No, I'm calling you Giselle Bundchen on that quote.
Calling me a woman. That's a woman.
Giselle Bundchen. I don't know
She's
her
a woman.
pronouns. I don't know. I don't know how she identifies.
God. She's not Demi Lovato, bro. Come on.
Hey, man, put some respect on Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato.
That was special.
Come on, bro.
She was so beautiful, man. I don't know what happened. In every single way. You watch your mouth when you talk about Christina Aguilera. Fight for her honor to the day I die.
Christina had one song I listened to. Christina Aguilera had a song with Redman.
That's right. It's called Fighter.
Dirty.
It's called
Let's Get Dirty.
I like that music video.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to come through that. I'm about to come through this microphone.
Hey, watch
I'm
out.
about to come through this microphone and take care of business.
You're about to what through the microphone?
You heard what I said.
I think Red might have hit that too.
Well, good for him. I mean, shit. She was. How could you say no?
Christina
Why
Aguilera
would you say
or,
no?
or Britney Spears?
Christina all day.
All day?
Easy.
Okay. Wes?
It don't matter. If anyone other pays attention to me, I'll be happy. Man. Come on.
He's all, which one's
You
taller?
you got fans out here, Wes. They in the comments. You got fans.
He's all, which one's taller?
Brittany. It's Brittany, bitch. James?
Me?
Yeah. You want to ask that question?
I'm
now?
taking Brittany.
Oh, good. Thank God.
Yeah. Hey, by the way.
Yeah.
So
I feel with either one of them, though, I might get stabbed in my back while I'm sleeping. So,
stabbed in your back or have it cut off?
One of the two. I'd be sleeping with one eye open with Brittany.
Not like quick little thing. So I was playing video games. My girl was watching. They got this Netflix like documentary. It's like a 1 hour thing about Britney Spears and that whole conservative shit with her dad and all that stuff.
Yeah. I thought you said something else.
Yeah, did it. So I was playing and I was like, "What are you watching?" And so I turned around and I was like, "Very interesting and so fucked up, dude." Like,
she's 40.
Yeah, dude, so fucked up. Like the shit that she's been through. Like I had no idea. And
Why do you think she cut off her hair like 10, 12 years ago?
Yeah, I had no idea. I was just like,
she's just crazy.
You think she's just crazy?
No. She was made crazy.
Yeah, it's really, really, really fucked up.
Yeah, that young lifestyle of being whatever, man. It makes some crazy people.
No, it's the relationship. It's the business relationship with her parents.
I'm just saying she's not the first one.
Right.
I mean, it happens with all these kids. I don't know. Their lifestyle, they're growing up that way. It was, I guess, more pressure on them just to be in the limelight. And as a kid already, you already got so much pressure on you just with dealing with people. But
yeah, this would be great content for like another show.
Oh, my bad.
I'm making a statement.
Ask me something, dog.
I didn't ask you anything.
Answer.
This guy over here. This is a little something real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the? You gonna ask me a question? I'm gonna give you an answer.
Don't ask no questions. Don't get no answers.
Don't start no shit. Wouldn't be no shit. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
That was like the most annoying period of hip hop music for me.
You weren't? Was it Usher?
That was another one that's a hot topic.
Oh.
It's burn. He's a burning topic. I'm just gonna say it like that. You get it?
Hey man, gotta let it burn.
Just let it burn.
I like that Usher and Lil Jon song. Was it something?
Tell me again.
Tell you what?
Something about friends.
Lovers and friends.
Yeah, lovers and friends. Ooh, that's a jam, man. Come on.
I've known you for a long time. Shorty.
Yeah, that's a jam right there. Come on, Paul. Don't hate.
Look at him. Look at him.
That's the show,
Look
everybody.
at
Thank
him.
y'all very much. It's been real. Y'all are hilarious.
We out. We out.
Adios.
Y'all a trip.
Head on over to Spotify, search Paul Rodriguez Show. You'll see the little logo pop up. Give us a follow, turn notifications on. That way you